So, over the past little bit, we've gotten more information regarding the next installment in the Xenoverse series, and some of it looks promising, some of it is controversial from what I understand, but we're going to get into that. Starting off with the first thing you'll see in this trailer is what appears to be a entirely new hub world, which leads us to believe that in the last DLC for Xenoverse 2, they're going to pretty much destroy, the Kanton city that we know now. This new hub world looks enormous. Everything looks visually great, but one of the concerns that I do have with it is the fact that with a bigger hub world and such, I fear that it might affect the connection with everything, you having to load in and whatnot. Um, and let's not forget the snafu that was the Kanton City monitor that they added. And after they added that, it pretty much tanked the connection of the game into the ground to where it's not playable anymore. And the next thing I'd like to get into is the fact that we haven't really been confirmed or denied that we're getting new races to customize in the game, but it's pretty much a safe bet that we're going to be getting the demon race. I'm not quite sure about a quote unquote android race because they're creations, at least that's my way of thinking with that, but it's going to be definitely something. And regarding the customization, there's going to be a pretty extensive upgrade to that part of the game, because you'll notice in this trailer that there are a lot of different body types to male and female, as well as the fact that we're going to be getting different body types for Majins and female Majins, as well as just anybody really, because you can have a bigger character that's human or Saiyan, like the kind of more husky type fellow you were seeing at the beginning of the video. So overall, it's going to be a massive improvement to what we're dealing with Xenoverse 2, because it was one of the main things that kept the game alive this long over the past 10 years. And I don't see them not, upgrading that and trying to milk that for what it's worth. Now, on the same subject of that, we're also getting, changeable hairs that when you transform, they actually change what looks to be actual moving Saiyan tails. Now, I don't know if they'll actually do the animations of the hairs, like moving and whatnot, as you, make the transition, because that would be a lot for the game to do and, handle, especially in online PvP setting. But it does look very good. One of the things I'm particularly not going to be a fan of, or I don't think I will, is the soul change, where you switch out to being a completely different character while you're on your created character. And to me, that kind of defeats the point of your created character, because don't get me wrong, I like going in and playing cast characters as much as the next person, but again, created characters are something that's carried this game and just had people sink a lot of time into. It's just one of those things that I personally probably won't enjoy it, but I'll still explore it just, for the giggles. Because also in the trailer where they show the soul change, it looks like it's a pretty long animation, and Xenoverse 2, as you know, doesn't, you don't go into cutscenes like Sparking Zero. It's real-time combat. You have to make time to do it, and it looks entirely too long of an animation to be a PvP thing. I think that it will more or less likely be a, parallel quests or whatever they're doing for this game for that. I doubt that it's going to be a PvP thing, because I don't think it'll be very viable. Again, because of the long animation. And Xenoverse 2, as you know, the Beast transformation as well as Ultra Instinct are almost like you shouldn't even play with them. They're not great. You can make them work, but it takes certain tactics like super armor and all that kind of crap. And it's to the point with that to where people actually pick certain maps, like the island map, to where you're so far from your opponent when you spawn into the match that it does give you a bit of time. And it helps that if you have a super soul that automatically gives you key at the beginning of the match, that's pretty much the only way you're going to make the transformation viable and have the time to actually transform, unless your opponent is, a nice person and just sits there while you do it. And everybody knows in Xenoverse 2 that is very, very unlikely and rare to come across. Now, moving on to the combat system of the game and the mechanics that we've been shown through gameplay, it looks like the fundamentals are going to stay the same for the most part. I know that they have pretty much made the stamina bar and the key bar one conjoined thing. I don't know how well that's going to go over with PvP. Just in the regards of if it charges your stamina / key, it's going to really be an adjustment for everybody that's played the game for the past 10 years, or at least it will be for me. I know that. I don't know. It's a weird direction that like I said in previous videos about speculation with this game, that I didn't really think that they needed to change the mechanics all that much, besides key canceling and super armor, as well as just making certain moves as good as they are in the game. Now, on that subject, the actual, gameplay we have here does tell us a lot more about those certain details, because if you'll notice, the animations of everything, like the combos as well as the supers, don't seem as fast as Xenoverse 2, and that's a good thing, because you'll see the person playing this showcase right now, they'll do key cancels and key blasts, but the animation is nowhere near as fast as Xenoverse 2, and I think that's a good thing, so people won't be spamming it all the time. Because again, I'm not saying it's an exploit. People who made the game actually said that, hey, it's not that. It's a fundamental mechanic. But it's annoying to play against, and honestly, the people I watch on YouTube that play the game don't do it every 5 seconds, and to me that's more aesthetically entertaining than just watching someone play that way. But again, that's just me. Now, one of the other things that I really hope gets updated is the computer, the AI that helps you, fight, as well as, just the AI that you play against in the game. This is not a very smart AI. It's very predictable. You've played the game as long as I have. You have no challenge when it comes to the AI, obviously. This is something they need to really, really update pretty badly, because it gets boring. And I'm sure that people who don't even go into PvP do get bored of it after a while anyways, because it's just a wash, rinse, repeat. And honestly, Xenoverse 3 needs to pick up their game, because other games like Demon Slayer 2, as well as All's Justice, does have a decent computer that you can play against. And I've seen all kinds of craziness being talked online about this game. Looks like Breakers. The soul change aspect is a lot like Breakers, but I've seen also a lot of people sit here and say that it's not going to have PvP, which, like, that's stupid. They're not going to shoot the game before it comes out like that. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. So yeah, I don't know. This kind of like gameplay that we're seeing now does look kind of Kakarot-ish. with the, dispatching multiple enemies at one time and flying around, again, a huge ass map. But again, this is going to be something that's not, I don't feel like it's going to be in any kind of aspect of the PvP, like, again, these huge ass maps. Something that also doesn't make a lot of sense to me is the whole, hey, we hope we get crossplay, That's not going to do the game any favors. Like, if you know anything about, like, the way internet works and connections and all this and how it communicates with the servers and whatnot, it's not going to do any favors when it comes to this game or, any game really. It's going to make it so much worse. The next thing I was going to talk about is the fact that you have to nope out of the menu to another character to customize things on that other created character that you have. This, I feel, is extremely annoying to switch back and forth, but I get it. It's the part of the game that's the RPG, aspect of it. With that comes some problems. In the regards of in Xenoverse 2, you can have people go and, have a max level character, but when they go over to another character, whatever they've unlocked on that main character is available to that other created character. And where it gets a little problematic is the fact that you can go into the lobby and challenge people who are a much higher level than you, because you can't challenge anybody that's a lower level than you, which I feel like is a good, kind of balance to it, but also that does kind of need to be addressed somehow. It's a good way that people sit here and cheese rank points and whatnot, but hey, who gives a shit about ranked in Xenoverse 2 anymore? Not really many people. It's mainly just the people who cheese, lag switch, and all around just mod their game and cheat. So ranked in this game is a ghost land. And in the next game, obviously, everybody's hoping the connection's going to be better. Everybody's, thinking it's going to be better. But I hate to be a pessimist about it. It's one of those things with anime games that I'm not. I don't have much hope left. Not that I won't be playing, obviously, Xenoverse 3. But it's just one of those things that it feels like it's just the package that comes with. Last thing I'm going to get into is the roster that we may be getting with this next game. And I feel like it's a tad concerning because we have so many characters in Xenoverse 2, and it would probably upset people a great deal if we were to have like half of those characters taken, or we were to have to sit here and pay for them again. Unless they were to completely redo the characters, which I don't see that happening. I don't see them completely just remaking some characters. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't see that happening. Because as you can see in the gameplay that we were given, that most of the characters do move the same. There are some differences in the female Majin combos from what I saw, and just a few other characters. But yeah, I do hope that they just kind of give us the same characters we have, or at least most of them, and kind of, give them a more overall, like, balanced, like, make them more balanced. Like, don't sit here and make characters like Hit or Final Form Cooler the peak of the game. It doesn't need to be like that. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. That was my little video on, my hopes for Xenoverse 3 and what I saw from the gameplay. Again, I really hope the game is good, but I don't know. There are definitely going to be some things that are updated, but overall, to me, the biggest thing is the connection. It's something that everybody's wanting to be way better than what Xenoverse 2 is. But here's hoping. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I am trying to get to 800 subscribers this year, but I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much.